Trauma? It's a word we hear often, but what does it truly mean? Trauma is a deep emotional response to a distressing or disturbing event. It's not just about something bad that happened, it's about how that event felt overwhelming and unsafe. Trauma leaves a lasting impact, affecting how we think, feel, and interact with the world. Imagine a soldier returning from war, haunted by the memories of battle, or a child who witnessed domestic violence, their sense of security shattered. These are just two examples of how trauma can manifest. It can stem from a single isolated incident or ongoing exposure to stressful situations. The key to understanding trauma is recognizing that it's not a sign of weakness. It's a normal human response to abnormal and overwhelming experiences. Trauma is much more common than we might think. It doesn't discriminate. It affects people of all ages, backgrounds, and walks of life. Recognizing its prevalence is the first step towards understanding and healing. Trauma is not a rare occurrence. Sadly, it's a pervasive issue that touches the lives of countless individuals. To grasp the sheer scale of its impact, let's consider some statistics. Studies indicate that a staggering 1 in 5 American women will experience sexual assault in their lifetime. These assaults leave deep emotional scars, often leading to long-term trauma. Furthermore, many men also carry the weight of traumatic experiences, though they may be less likely to speak out due to societal expectations. The innocence of childhood is often shattered by trauma. A significant number of children endure physical abuse or witness domestic violence, leaving them vulnerable to emotional and psychological distress. These early experiences can have a profound impact on their development and well-being. Trauma doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's often intertwined with social issues such as poverty, racism, and unemployment. These factors can create environments where trauma is more likely to occur and make it even more challenging for individuals to cope with its effects. Trauma manifests in a myriad of ways, and its symptoms can be as varied as the individuals it affects. Recognizing these signs is crucial for seeking appropriate support and embarking on the path to healing. One common symptom is difficulty regulating emotional responses. Survivors of trauma may experience intense and overwhelming emotions such as fear, anger, sadness, or guilt. These emotions can surface unexpectedly, making it challenging to manage daily life. Hyperreactivity to seemingly minor stresses is another telltale sign. A sudden loud noise, a raised voice, or even a particular smell can trigger intense fear or anxiety in someone who has experienced trauma. This heightened state of alertness is the body's way of trying to protect itself from perceived threats. On the other hand, some individuals may experience emotional shutdown as a coping mechanism. They might withdraw from others, appear numb or detached, and struggle to connect with their own feelings. While this can be a way of protecting themselves from further pain, it can also lead to isolation and difficulty forming healthy relationships. Trauma can also disrupt interpersonal relationships. Survivors may struggle with trust, intimacy, and communication. They might push others away or find it challenging to maintain healthy boundaries. These difficulties can strain relationships with loved ones and make it harder to build new ones. The impact of trauma extends far beyond the initial distressing event. It can permeate various aspects of a person's life, affecting their relationships, work, and overall well-being. One of the most significant ways trauma disrupts lives is by triggering a constant sense of danger. The body and mind remain on high alert, even when there is no immediate threat. This hypervigilance can lead to exhaustion, difficulty sleeping, and difficulty concentrating. Furthermore, trauma can manifest in physical symptoms. Chronic pain, digestive problems, headaches, and weakened immunity are just a few examples. These physical manifestations highlight the profound connection between the mind and body. The emotional toll of trauma can be equally debilitating. Survivors may experience flashbacks, nightmares, and intrusive thoughts that transport them back to the traumatic event. These distressing experiences can make it difficult to move on and find peace. Trauma can also shatter a person's sense of self-worth and safety in the world. They may struggle with feelings of shame, guilt, or self-blame, even if they were not at fault for what happened. This erosion of self-esteem can make it challenging to believe in their own resilience and capacity for healing. Healing from trauma is not a linear process, nor is it a destination to be reached overnight. It's an ongoing journey that requires patience, self-compassion, and the right support. Effective trauma therapy often involves a multifaceted approach that addresses the physical, emotional, and psychological impacts of trauma. One crucial element is creating a safe and trusting therapeutic relationship where survivors feel heard, validated, and understood. Trauma-informed therapies such as eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR, and trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy, TFCBT, have shown promising results in helping individuals process traumatic memories and develop healthier coping mechanisms. These therapies aim to reduce the emotional intensity associated with traumatic memories and challenge negative thought patterns. Beyond therapy, several self-care practices can be immensely beneficial in supporting trauma recovery. Mindfulness meditation, yoga, and spending time in nature can help regulate the nervous system, reduce stress, and promote feelings of calm and grounding. It's important to remember that healing from trauma is not about forgetting the past. It's about learning to live with it in a way that no longer controls your present or dictates your future. It's about reclaiming your power, rebuilding your life, and rediscovering hope. If you resonate with the experiences described in this essay, it's essential to remember that you are not alone and there is help available. Seeking professional support is a courageous step towards healing and reclaiming your life. A qualified mental health professional can provide a safe and supportive space to explore your experiences, develop coping strategies, and work through the emotional pain associated with trauma. They can also help you identify any co-occurring mental health conditions such as anxiety or depression, and recommend appropriate treatment options. Reaching out for help can feel daunting, but it's crucial to remember that you deserve support. You don't have to navigate the complexities of trauma recovery on your own. There are resources available and people who care and want to help you heal. Talking to a trusted friend or family member can also provide comfort and support. However, it's important to recognize that not everyone is equipped to provide the level of support needed for trauma recovery. Seeking professional help ensures you receive guidance from someone trained to address the complexities of trauma. Trauma can leave deep wounds, but healing is always possible. By understanding the nature of trauma, recognizing its symptoms, and seeking appropriate support, individuals can embark on a journey of recovery and rediscover hope for a brighter future. Remember, you are not defined by the traumatic experiences you've endured. You are a survivor, and you possess an innate capacity for healing and growth. With the right support, you can move through the pain, reclaim your life, and create a future filled with peace, joy, and connection. If you or someone you know is struggling with the effects of trauma, please reach out for help. There are resources available, and no one should have to face this journey alone. Healing is possible, and hope awaits on the other side of pain.